Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're looking at NIO. NIO record-breaking June deliveries of 21,209 units. This is absolutely fantastic, and this is in line with my predictions. Yes, I had some bold predictions for NIO's accomplishments in the coming months, and I must say, NIO has not disappointed thus far. NIO announced a record-breaking delivery of 21,209 units in June 2024. Now, this is an increase of 98.1% in year-over-year growth. NIO delivered 57,373 vehicles in Q2 of 2024. Again, this is a fantastic increase of 143.9% in year-over-year growth. This is more than doubles their previous last year Q2 record. Now, what exactly were my predictions for NIO in Q2? My predictions were quite straightforward, if I'm being completely honest. I wanted the company to accomplish 60,000 deliveries in Q2. They managed to do 57,000. That's really impressive and close to my estimate. My reasons for thinking that NIO could deliver 60,000 vehicles in Q2 were very simple. They had a record-breaking month in May. Not just that, but also in April, they delivered over 15,000 vehicles. In May, it was over 20,000. Naturally, I was thinking to myself, well, can they do 25,000 in June? And with 25,000, that would have been well over 60,000 units. So I wanted NIO to continue delivering an additional 5,000 vehicles per month as we continue. But that, as we all know, is a little bit unrealistic. But I was still bullish. I was still excited. I was still confident that the company could accomplish over 20,000 deliveries in June, and they did. And they did this miraculously. So once again, this is another record-breaking quarter for the company. The company previously delivered 30,053 vehicles in Q1 of 2024, and I've always reiterated that was a slow start for this company. And as we go further into this article, I'll explain a lot more on what I meant by those words. Now, if you take into consideration the deliveries that they made in Q1 and Q2, you have a total of 83,426 total vehicles delivered. This is incredible because this is the first half of the year. June is now marked as the most successful month for the brand after surpassing its record-breaking month in May 2024, which was 20,544 vehicles delivered in May. Keep in mind, that was 233.8% year-over-year growth for the company. That's if we're comparing it with last year, May. So these are the charts. If you don't believe me, these are the charts. The first half of 2024, the deliveries are up 60.2% year-over-year. The light blue colors, those are for the year of 2023. Dark blue colors are for 2024. And the only month NIO was in a decline was February. And it's like I said, they are optimizing for efficiency. So a slow start to the year was always expected. But do we expect this company to continue to expand and to accelerate their deliveries throughout the end of this year? Absolutely. Now, NIO is a leader in the electric vehicle space and technology. They're leading the way in battery swap technology, demonstrated by the company's continued success, infrastructure development in Europe. With the brand's strong start to the first half of 2024, this suggests that the company is set to have the most successful year thus far in 2024. NIO deliveries of 21,209 in the month of June consist of 11,581 premium electric SUVs and 9,628 premium electric sedans. The company is expecting revenues of $2.297 billion. The company is expecting revenues between $2.297 billion and $2.373 billion. This could potentially represent an increase of 85 to 95% on a year-over-year growth from 2023. The company's performance in early 2024 have exceeded many expectations in the electric vehicle space. They are committed and the numbers do not lie. The company has continued to thrive for excellence from only delivering 10,055 vehicles in January of 2024 and only 8,132 vehicles in February to now delivering over 20,000 units in both May and June. This has shined a light of positivity for all observers of the brand. The question remains, however, what can they accomplish in 2024? Can they surpass 2023 record year of 160,000 vehicles? The company should have no difficulty in surpassing the 200,000 units delivery mark for 2024. This has been my claim since the start of the year, and I've been a strong advocate in this for NIO. Based on its Q1 and Q2 numbers alone, deliveries accumulate up to 87,426 units. That's incredible. So 200 units for this year, it's definitely a real possibility. NIO latest battery swap station in Berlin is officially online and it's now available to the public for NIO drivers. This is NIO's 16th power swap station in Germany and it's the company's 44th power swap station in Europe. So that's my look at NIO's recent record-breaking deliveries for June. We knew it would be a good month, we really did, and we expected it. And it's nice to see that the company is living up to expectation, ramping up production. It's a lot more consistent. It's extremely consistent for NIO. Since the start of the year, yes, it was a slow start, but it's been consistently growing. While last year in 2023, you can definitely see that the deliveries were fluctuating. The numbers were inconsistent. They were all over the place. It looked a little bit messy. It definitely looked like the company had a lot of work to do. They had a lot of refining to do. They had a lot of investing to do to optimize for efficiency. And I think they've done a lot of that, especially last year. I also think they've learned a great deal. And the company is now positively in the right steps to deliver 250,000 vehicles on a yearly basis. And their expansion in Europe will continue. They have their eyes set on the US. That's the incredible thing for the future of NIO. My only question is, because of the tariffs that are occurring with the European region and the US, how will NIO tackle this? Because this will need to be addressed. The best solution, of course, is to build factories in Europe to avoid the tariffs. And the same thing goes for the US, is to build factories in the US or Mexico to avoid these tariffs. Building factories in North America will positively impact NIO. This also gives them an incredible amount of foothold. Once you build your factories, you can't really remove it really easily. You're there, and you're there forever, and you're able to expand upon that. I hope they do this, and I hope NIO uses a similar method to what Tesla does with their mega factories. Tesla actually calls them the gigafactories. I believe those would be incredibly effective for NIO. As NIO as a brand doesn't just build NIO vehicles, they're going to be building Onvu and Fireflies. So they will have sub-brands. They already unveil Onvu. Those are more affordable, more competitive vehicles for the electric vehicle market. So just before we end this video, let's just read into my newsletter chapter. I'm slowly adding these to the website, so if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe to our newsletter. Let's get into our chapter. So this is what I had to say in the most simplest words, and I hope it makes a lot of sense for everyone. This is my entire thought on everything that's going on right now with NIO. The biggest challenge NIO face going forward are the tariffs being introduced on cars manufactured in China. I need to change that wording. It says tires. My goodness. Sometimes... yeah, it happens. Anyway, these tariffs are being introduced by European nations and US at the moment. It's very difficult to see a clear solution or a path that is simple for NIO to navigate. It is simply a rock and a hard place. It really is. So while the company is doing incredibly well with its deliveries throughout 2024, there are a slow start to the year, but we at Monument suggested long ago that NIO's mission was to optimize for efficiency, which often means improving one's factory and its manufacturing processes. To do this often results in a slowdown in the factory production, predominantly either at the end of the year or at the start of the year. For most companies, it's the start of the year. This has always been Tesla's secret ability to optimize for efficiency. So we at Monument believe that NIO, my goodness, another word misspelt. I don't want to blame my autocorrect, but I am going to blame my autocorrect. I should be the one correcting. I do try. But we at Monument believe that NIO is currently doing the same thing. Optimizing for efficiency has a lot of positive effect on one, you can cut the cost of manufacturing and you can raise the premium for the cost of your vehicles. In fact, if you don't believe in raising the price of the vehicle, by simply lowering the costs that you've manufactured the vehicles, you've already had a positive surplus in revenue to be generated. I have no doubt that this company is an incredibly undervalued at the market cap at $9 billion. And we think in 2024, will show that NIO is not only undervalued, but it's underappreciated for what they've accomplished thus far. A company that's capable of delivering up to 200,000 vehicles on a yearly basis, which they're about to do. Rapidly expanding its infrastructure into European region and highly anticipated to enter the US market next, regardless of tariffs. They're striving for success in all areas. And I think this will ultimately mark what this brand would be truly represented of. So that is a look at NIO. It is quite exciting. So what can they accomplish in this month, June, August, September? Ladies and gents, the year is going fast. We're already in Q3. I believe if there was going to be a slowdown or a plateau of NIO, optimizing for efficiency for NIO deliveries, I think it's now. I think it's July, August, and I think perhaps between August and September, they will continue to go back up and ramp up for production to deliver even more vehicles on a monthly basis, like 25,000, 30,000 on a monthly basis, because they're going to have a strong finish towards the end of the year. I've always estimated anywhere from 200 to 230 vehicles being delivered for NIO this year alone. If you think this has been good so far, I think the rest of the year will be even better. And that's what I look forward to. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you in our next video. Peace.